So now my speech, as you can see, and I posted it, it will be about text game. But I don't want to make this like a dry text game speech. I give you tips and what to do and what not to do, and that's it, you know. I'm here to give you a full text game breakdown, like the title says. That means a full conversation from number close till date slash text. So we have like we break it down word by word, every single conversation from her, from me, and why I wrote this, why I wrote that. Why I'm giving a text game speech today is also because I think that text game is one of the biggest sticking points of many guys. Generally, most of the guys are lacking when it comes to text game. I personally know many guys who are really killing it at night game sessions or day game sessions, but when it comes to texting or like they're getting a number from a girl and text her, they got so many flakes and the conversation die or she doesn't even reply. And yeah, so the introduction before we go to the breakdown is like to get a more specific history is this Russian girl I met in the club. I met her in the first half of the night, and she was celebrating a birthday party with friends. She was here with friends, so I gained, of course, the whole group, try to be a part of it and vibe with them. I was even invited to some drinks, but I couldn't, like my plan A, like Margaret said, only number close when there's no, the latest option is like nothing else. Then go for the number. Like when you can pull instantly, go for the number. So plan A was isolate and pull directly from the venue. That didn't work out that much, and I'm also, maybe the problem was also me because I didn't even try that hard. It was the first half of the night. I'm like the type of guy who really wants to go till the end and see, okay, what the night brings with it. Plan B was then the number close, with the intention to meet up later that night, the same night. This also didn't work out, you will see the screenshots, so plan C, day 2 meetup. And yeah, so here we start with the screenshot. I will explain it like word by word or what I wrote with the screenshot. This is like in the same night, 2:30. It's just a simple question. Like I said before, with the intention to meet her up that night, later. And the thing is, don't overthink or overinvest here. She can maybe be, her handbag is maybe like far away from her, which was maybe the case here, or she's like maybe was drunk or something and you're sending this big text, like most of you guys sending texts like, hey, it's John, you know this guy with the white shirt and red collar and with the white shoes, you know me, and try to kind of this comes so needy, you know, like really explanations. You know me, you remember me. Oh, no problem, I remember your name, and you were so beautiful, and yeah, blah blah. Fuck it. Like, I was like, of course, like two guys don't know German here. Who was this? Two guys. Okay, but okay, it's actually like English and German, but it's really like simple German. It's not like big. There's no Goethe German in it. I was like, comes to local, like you're coming to local, it's a club. She answered the next day. You can see like afternoon the next day. She stood here where she was. Okay. I'm sending her like 2 hours later. I'm sending her a meme. This refers on the one hand to her origin because she's from Russia. When you see the meme is straight from the start sexual. This is how to sexualize from the start. Sending a meme, and here you have like, I don't know if you can read this, maybe if the first row can read the things here, under the pictures. You can read it like in the first row.
Does like oh shit.
So here like,
Julia, how?
Yeah, like pictures from Russian, like Natalia, Olga, like these girls, and underneath there are like descriptions, like wifey material, no one else knows what she's thinking, hard on the inside, soft on the outside. There is like Ludmila, doesn't give a shit about your opinion, has probably killed people, always single, and Julia, hoe, but it's okay because everyone likes her, absolutely gorgeous, animal lover, you know, this polarizing, like something polarizing in it. And yeah, this gives actually a wide range of answer to her. It's like not like, hey, how are you, or some shitty text. This gives a really wide range answer possibility. And like I said, I try to screen if she's down to fuck from the start, like how she reacts to this. And I'm like asking which one are you. I want to give her, okay, what I want with this meme. Not like, okay, sending the meme and that's it, but I also want to add, okay, what I want out of this. Next screenshot. Which one are you? Here comes nobody. Like anti-slut defense. This is like the point where many people would give up now and like, oh fuck, I fucked it up. What to do? And they're sending me like, hey Pat, can you help me? I have a big problem. I fucked it up with this girl. No, just chill. You know, I'm just screamed. Later, actually, I came. It was later in the messages. This brackets actually means a smiley.
Smiley. It's a Russian word.
This man.
They don't put.
The next time when I have a Russian girl, I will text you because you can give me tips there.
When they laugh, they put it more.
Okay, I didn't know that. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Like they are not putting brackets in at the beginning, but at the end. So I was like, instead of totally backing up, I reframed, of course, like offered to add a less offending alternative, like when you have time, like as I said before, like setting up the date early, so I can add a 5 type to it. Then she replied, Wednesday, maybe I have time. Like, you know this, maybe I have time. So what I did is mirroring her behavior, like the tip I gave you before. I also said like, let's do Thursday, maybe I have time there. I used exactly the same words. She was okay. Now many guys would now say, okay, end the conversation. She said, okay, perfect, have a date, this will be a lay. Like 4 days later, I will write her, hey, I was like in my calendar, there is like date with you, so where the fuck are you? And they wondering why the girl doesn't reply anymore because her investment was too low, or not even there. So that's why you're getting all the flakes, because maybe this like the date will come like in 4 days or something, and you putting the calendar outside, perfect, big heart, Julia, date at I don't know when, and you put the calendar away and like, oh, 4 days more I can chill, and no, she invested nothing here. So I was sending a meme again. I'm only doing like memes and voice messages and shit. This is like calls for action, like a meme which calls for action to qualify yourself and invest more, of course. You can put up any meme here, not use the same shit. And any other meme would work, which gives her like this possibility. I didn't even reply here. You can see like she replied at 11, like after a few hours, and this was the end. And I didn't reply, and so she replied herself at 5, like 6 hours later. Oh, I'm choosing sarcasm. I worked, and so I had no time to write you. This is actually like she's giving herself like this kind of excuse. Okay, I wrote too much to this guy. I'm not trying to explain like, hey, was it work? Sorry, but I didn't even reply. So.
Hey, but
yeah,
back to game. So between like when she answered like at 11 and then I don't know at 4 or 5, did you see the message or not?
I saw the message. I was working myself too. I saw the message. I was actually thinking about
messages.
Yeah, I was thinking about, okay, should I write her or not? And I was like, you know what? Like, don't write her. She invested not much. She was like writing, haha, subtle hint. That's it. I was like, okay, bitch, invest more. When you have to date with me, invest more. I don't reply now. Put the phone aside. I was working, and then she replied, and this was for me enough. Okay, now she invested. Perfect. Screenshot. I was like push and pull response, like typical, like seems to be a good choice. Reward her. You did good, dog. Here's the reward. And hope you can offer all that too. Like it was in the meme was like humor, sarcasm, and a good conversation or something. And she was like, she that was investing more like sarcasm is my second name. Tomorrow I don't work because I'm too tired today. Just took a day off, I don't know. Like I'm reading between the lines. I try to empathize, like creating a sixth sense, as also Marco told you. Meeting, I was like, okay, meeting of that day would probably lead to an excuse afterwards. She would probably say like, when I'm trying to pull to her place or something, she would say like, sorry, I'm too tired, I have to go home, and I would fuck up my own lay because I don't read between the lines. You have to be smart here and try to really lead this somewhere, you know. And so I was like, okay, instead I want to meet her up the next day where she's rested, so she at least don't have this excuse of being tired anymore. Of course, she will come up with another excuse, but this excuse will disappear. And I was like, you're really Olga on the picture. Like when you remember, Olga was this old lady from the very first meme. I created automatically a callback humor from the opener, which means it's an inside joke. Like every time when I call her Olga, or when I write her Olga, she knows what's up, you know? Let's meet up tomorrow at 9. I'm trying to fixing the date, the time. Here, like following the red line. Don't like let this distract you and try to start a conversation about her sister and her brother and her ex-boyfriend or shit like that. Like sticking to the red line. What you want here is getting on a date. Stop being overgaming when fixing a date. This is also big sticking points many guys have. I had this, like, I knew at least one situation with a hot girl. I did this too back in the days. I was like trying to tease her, push and pull, game her, and then she didn't reply anymore. I was already fixing the date, and then she stopped replying, and years later I was like thinking about it, why it was the case, and I was simply too overgaming, you know. I was coming along too much as a clown. It's okay when you have humor, but also be this serious guy, you know. This guy who wants to fuck her and not like be this clown and like haha and be this like dancing monkey people are in the clubs. Because here I was, so I fucked it up. But I'm not overgiving. You don't even see no emojis, nothing, just straight hitting her. Okay, the time. Yeah. She seems flaky. Like we can do it also on Friday. And I was like, okay, when she is like saying we can do Friday, and on Friday we'll hit her up, she maybe says, okay, Saturday and then Sunday. So I was sticking to my D-day, like the date day. And I was like, okay, how to prevent this flakiness? The best option, is stop the plan also. Here is like, you know what, I don't have that much time neither, so we only stay for a drink, and yeah, added the false time constraint, and actually like an old pickup term, like from, I don't know, founded by Mystery. And this false time constraint, like I'm not also have enough time neither, and we won't be there much. Like writing something like this means good morning in Russian. Google this shit up. Writing something in mother tongue. This is like for a foreign girl. She was actually a foreign girl studying here, but she was like only half year here in Austria, Vienna. I write her something in mother tongue to create also more comfort and showing her like really that you listen to the conversation or know you know that she's from Russia, for example, and all that, and also followed by the callback humor. How does Olga feel today? Like, how does this old lady feel today? And she starts now to writing smiles, and I'm like, okay, this fucking brackets mean actually like smiles from the start. Like, I'm absolutely gorgeous today, like seeking for attention. Not only today, but always. You know, this typical Russian girl. She's always hot and blah blah. Even when she's hot, like, don't be this guy now and like, oh yeah, you really are. You're so beautiful. I was like responding with a live GIF, Johnny Depp GIF, I don't know. Like I'm always gorgeous, and always good looking, and this gif is like, I don't know, with a smiling face, you know, this Johnny Depp, like sexy smiling, and she was replying back. Now this is actually flirting 101, I like that. Like she's replying, this is like perfect example. I like those girls who can also trying to give you this teasing, and she was like, I don't know too if you can provide me with humor and laughs. And this is a shit test, classic shit test here. So what I did here, passing the shit test by disqualifying myself. I'm disarming myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a funny guy. I'm here. I'm reacting that I'm not funny at all. So we have to see an Eddie Murphy movie maybe afterwards. But I don't get much time today. Again, first time constraint. Like we can watch a movie, but okay, you can. I mean, when you're writing this, or maybe you could just drop this last line. But now she's like, where we meet. Here's specify the meetup location. More details come in the next slide. There's some important ones. There's like Dachboden with the rooftop bar. I'm actually there 2 to 3 times a week. So it's my second living room. I'm bringing all the girls to dates there, and when they don't seem DTF or something, I will game other girls and use her as a wingman or some shit. And yeah, here is a little tip is like share the dating location when she's a foreigner, you know, like foreign girls, like, okay, where is this location? This is I mean, you're still a stranger to her, you know? You're still a strange guy who wanna meet her, and when she feels not comfortable, she will flake. So when she's a foreigner, especially, like share the dating location. Stars, she's like, oh damn, this guy has like taste, and not like some, don't like share it when this is a really like fucked up place with 1 out of 5 stars or some shit. And I was like, I'm adding here, I marked it with touching words as a good bit of shit, you know, like rooftop bar with amazing view, and yeah, you can add such things too, like to show the girl, okay, this is really, I see you really like kind of worth it. And this is where I usually hang up. Here, as I said in the slide before, I was like, she was kind of confused, you know, like where to meet, Travel Shack or Dachboden. First I was like, Westbahnhof, and was like, okay, when the girl is a foreigner, not familiar with the city, then pick her up at a familiar place, you know. And I mean, I met her at Travel Shack, so it is nearly located at Westbahnhof. So I was like, okay, I will pick her up, and then we can move together to the dating location. Yeah. Just an uneasy order to prevent last minute flaking, like write me when you're there. Okay, I'm always late, as you know, also to the dates. So I was late here too, she was already there. And when this happened, trying to bridge the time by writing her constantly. You know, I was in the metro, I was texting her, okay, 2 more stations, 1 minute, I'm nearly here. Even if there were like 10 stations, I wrote 4 stations to calm her down, like just a few minutes.
Man, you're writing me the same stuff as the girl.
Where? And just keeping her in good mood, you know? Because nothing is more shitty when you have like met a beautiful girl, number close her, she wants to go on a date with you, and then suddenly you're late and she will get impatient, and really so there are some girls who really go, you know? They when you're too late, they go and that's it. So don't fuck it up here. There's a little insect. Yeah. Order her where to wait. Like wait here. Take care of the sheep, like a quote. This is also like the helpless girl standing around, you know, the girls don't like it to stand around and in the middle of nowhere and just standing here and waiting for a guy to meet up for a date, because like some creepy guys can maybe approach her, like, hey, are you a Tinder date? I'm joking. So I told her, okay, wait there. I will so I know very well. And she was like, do you know how I look like? I mean, this teasing was a must. I was like, maybe I will approach another Russian then. This is a little nag, you know. And to bring her back into this flirting mood. Because there was actually like, okay, where are you? I'm here, wait here, wait here. And now I'm just teasing her to get her. When I'm facing her at the date, when I faced her, I was straight from, hey, what's up, Olga? And sorry, I was approaching, and she was like, why were so late? I was like, sorry, I was approaching another Russian girl. I thought it was you know. So it was from the start. It was like this flirting. The flirting vibe was here. But of course, it's not a must-have. Like, but here, this was for me, this was a must-have. Like, yeah, that's it. Actually, I was done. Met her at Burger King. That's it. Like simply. Text game from number close to date. This is how it's done. This is not much, like 11 screenshots or 10 screenshots at all. No bullshitting around, no never-ending conversations about died family members or some shit. This is just like going for the date in a funny, lightful way, and this is how it's done. Of course, this is like only a small percentage because people were like, fuck, you give away for free this all this breakdown. I was like, yeah, this is on the first. I want to thank the guys. We have like more than 200 members now. We are up for like for 2 months now in the new group. It was a way of thank you from my side. And the second thing is, this is just a small percentage of all the knowledge I have. So of course the guys who want to take a text game coaching with me, of course they get like much more value. Otherwise it would be like unfair to give out like people who are paying and the same for free, you know. But still, I hope this was fucking much value for you here. You learned new stuff. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys.